any NFTs, at least not for the time being. I don't know if Coach and I have talked about this before, but I have talked about it on many interviews and in many AMAs. I'm not a huge fan of burning. I think burning is a gimmick. If you make something, I don't understand what the purpose is of burning it. Especially, if you're producing too much of something and then you need to burn it, then don't produce too much of something. We're not going to be burning any NFTs. We may reduce the number of NFTs that we're putting out in the something loud going on there. We may reduce the number of NFTs that we're putting out in the different rare collections. That's certainly possible. We may increase those supplies, but it's all about supply and demand. And we're not going to be burning anything. No.
We did have a burn function for the non-blockchain items. So in Dexi Nights, there's 17 weapons that are not NFTs. They're just normal video game items that you unlock with Dexi Cash, which you earn by playing the game. So in the game, if you go through a dungeon and you get the same prize twice, we planned on implementing a function so that if you have two of the same weapon, you can kind of sell one back and get half the value back in Dexi Cash. So maybe you can use that to buy another weapon or use it in another game.
Yeah, that right. Oh, and thanks for pointing that out. So we have non-blockchain, non-NFT assets inside of our gaming ecosystem that are bought with, they're earned, and then they're also bought with a non-blockchain in-game currency we call Dexi Cash. So we have kind of a hybrid, we have definitely a hybrid system to our gaming ecosystem, both traditional gaming assets and then also blockchain gaming assets. And if you end up with two of the same thing, you can't sell it. There's no marketplace for the non-blockchain assets. And so, we're going to allow for people to basically, for lack of a better term, burn those. But anyways, essentially sell them back to the project and get half the value of the Dexi Cash back out of that. But in terms of burning actual NFTs and blockchain assets, no, we're not doing that. Hello?
Yes. No, I can't hear anything lately. So, but now I can hear it now. All right. So to answer your question, Hot Dog Mafia, if you're here, so in terms of NFT, according to Greg, they're not gonna burn the NFTs, but they're gonna burn it, not the NFT, but the kind of the in the game only, so that you can resell it. So the next question, thank you, Greg. So the next question is coming from Fit and Be Perfect, and this question is: can we sell our own NFT on Dexi Infinity Marketplace?
Yeah, so we invite everybody to come on and be creators. If you need support on how to mint your own NFT like that, come inside which is on Telegram, Dexi. And we have a guide, a couple of things that you can read on the pinned messages. I'm always available. DM me and message me, and say, hey, I'm looking to get started. What do I need to do? And I'll be glad. I mean, I've had people send me the pictures, and I tell them, whether they're, on the right track or not, or, how, basic information to give them to make sure that they're honed in from the beginning so that they can reap the rewards of a well thought out collection from the start. So, we would love to have, more creators in the system.
All right, so there's an opportunity for creators to sell your NFTs in the Dexi Infinity, and all you guys need to do is to join. I believe there is already a Telegram group for Dexi Infinity, and you could also check the website, DEXIOPROTOCOL website, in which they have a in which they have a NFT marketplace there. So the last question is coming from Injulmi Du. So his or her question is, how is Dixie Infinity different? Or let me just wait. So her question is, what's the edge that Dexi Infinity has among any other NFT marketplace such as OpenSea out there?
Actually, probably get around on site, but on open or on.
Hey, Warvet, I don't want to miss your answer, so I think you're coming in and out.
I am? Okay, I'm all right. I'll come a little closer. But on any of these other marketplaces, you really have a possibility to create yourself. One thing I like about our program is the fact that you can come into the Telegram or you can communicate on Twitter directly with us. And, you know, there's probably about 20 to 25 main ones. There's others that have gotten started that are still on the Twitter groups. But, you know, you can't do that, I believe, Nico. When you go to like OpenSea or anything, you try to communicate with the people and you can't. So there's a real connection you get with the creators on Dexi or else.
I see. So that real connection that you cannot get from anywhere outside of Dexi NFT marketplace. Okay, so thank you, Warvet. Thank you, Nico, for answering the question. Okay, let me just check if there's still questions about NFT here.
So just on that comment,
So
Sorry, just on that comment from Warvet, I will definitely take note of your Telegram ID, and I will look for you if I have questions about NFTs. It's quite interesting, right? Like not everyone has that, guys, and I know it because I do have my NFT arts in OpenSea today, and that's very correct, right? So. I was able to sell around 48 NFTs already to date for the past 2 months. And in case I have questions, I'm sure I'll be a small fish in the sea or an ocean. But right now, it's quite comforting to hear you'll have developers who's gonna be there over chat, a chat reach away, so to speak, right? It's quite interesting. Very good. Thank you for letting us know of that. Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you, Maya.
Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, that's actually we could also drop with the Telegram group that Warvet has, so that the creators or the future creators can also reach out to him or the Dexi NFT group. Okay, so let's proceed to the next topic, which is the Dixie Knights question. Dixie Knights.
Let me interrupt you, May. Before we go to that, let me just play a trailer of the Dixie Knights. Okay. Let me just share my screen so that everybody will have see what's coming or what is the gameplay, the UI, the user interface of the Dexi Knights.
Interesting.
I think you're sharing the wrong screen.
Yeah, Oliver, I could see your girlfriend. We might have lost Oliver. By the way, guys, we are live in my YouTube and in Facebook right now. FYI to everyone.
Okay, sorry about that. It's my first time using this Telegram, honestly. Okay, let me just play it again. Okay. Share my screen. How about now?
There we go.
Looks good. Nice.
Yeah.
Woo!
Wow, you a
Excited.
lot of
That
there's a
game
lot
looks
of
awesome.
prizes.
Excited, guys? Okay,
I got to give some credit to our one of our teammates, Rob Barlow, who made that video. And the music, every time it gets me. It's like rocking super hard.
like I've said, it's like Rockstar Gaming, no?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Reminds me more of dungeon games or more like Dark Souls game. You're a fan of that. Okay, let's proceed. May and Obi.
Yeah. So going back to since it's we have just presented to you the trailer for Dixie Nights. So I'm excited as well to know more about Dixie Nights. So okay, so the guest or the developer, the Dixie Nights developer, is gonna be the one who is going to answer the questions about Dixie Nights that you guys have filled out or submitted in the form. So, hi Ovi, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
My name's Ovi. I run all the games for DEXIOPROTOCOL except Hunter. But currently we're working on Dexi Nights, which is a competitive hack and slash fighting game. We're working on Dexi Dragons, which is kind of like a Pokemon / Final Fantasy style battle game for mobile. That's looking amazing. And we're working on Dexi Carnival, which is kind of more like idol style fair games, like things that you'd find at an actual carnival. Some skill games with some really cool prizes, also for mobile. And then I know we've got a ton of games planned for the future as well.
So the only game that the only PC game is the Dixie Nights. Is that right?
For now, yeah, Dexi Nights is the only one that's on PC. We're probably going to have a few more coming in the future. But yeah, that's our flagship PC game.
All right, so let's proceed to the first question coming from Dage P21K21. So his or her question is, what's the sustainability strategy you have for Dixie Nights to sustain the game?
So one big thing that is a huge misconception about play-to-earn games is that games are just giving away free money, endless supplies of money. And I think that we've seen a couple games with the kind of ecosystems to where they continuously mint more and more and more money until what you end up seeing is that the only people who are making returns on the game are people who got in the beginning and have been there from the early days. But as the games start to lose new players coming in, everything kind of flips upside down and the economy collapses. So what we wanted to do was approach the whole thing from a gaming point. take the crypto and set it aside for a second. What works in traditional video games? What kind of economies booming in traditional video games? We looked at a bunch of our favorite games and kind of picked and chose features from each that we would have liked to see with crypto connected. So Dexi Nights specifically, the big appeal, what I feel is going to be to Dexi Nights, is it's a fair playing ground for anybody to enter. So whether you're here since the beginning or whether you come in the middle of season 3, we want it to be fair for you as a player. So we've got NFT weapons that actually have utility. Your NFT weapons will upgrade as you get kills or grind out dungeons in the game with a max level of 10. And then the big flagship fun part of the game is the PvP. So you can take your NFT weapon into PvP and compete there. There's also a giant aspect of us that we wanted to be able to include people who are not yet interested in crypto, but maybe might be looking to get involved with crypto. You don't necessarily need to have a crypto wallet or own any crypto to play our game. It's going to be free to play. You can jump in there. You can try it out. You can even earn Dexi cash and buy other weapons to take into the PvP as well without dropping a dime on crypto assets. The NFTs inside the game are going to give you an advantage, but they're not a guarantee. You still have to be good at fighting and be good at the game to earn through the game. We have a $55,000 prize pool for season 1. That's going to be 5 months long. And the top 25% of players are going to be splitting all that prize money. So we predict that once more and more people find out about this giant prize pool, we're going to have more and more players. In the future, if we do have a boom of players, we will be able to add more to the prize pools because the prize pools are funded through NFT sales. We're going to have battle passes when the season starts. These things are going to be relatively cheap to acquire when you look at how much you can earn by playing the game. So if you figure you're going to be playing the game frequently, you get a battle pass, you play the game as much as you want. If you ever feel like, I don't want to play the game anymore, you can sell your battle pass on the marketplace. It's the same way you can sell your weapons back to the marketplace to another player. We're minting all these weapons in limited capacities, so the weapons that we had pre-season, the original 10, are not going to be for sale in season 2. And those specialty auction weapons that we just did the other day, I believe are going to be limited run as well. We may put out a few more for the ones that did not sell, but I don't think there was that many. But that's the benefit, right? So we're trying to think long term. Season 3 rolls around and I go into the game and I see a spiked bat and I'm like, oh my God, where did you get that weapon? Oh man, I got that in season 1. You want to buy it from me? You know, these NFTs, just like regular NFTs, become collectibles in your collection. But when you're a gamer and you unlock things in normal video games, you don't get to sell those back to your friends. You don't get to sell those to other players, things like that. We're trying to stay the same with formulas that we know work in the gaming industry, but also change the game a little bit and make things a little bit more appealing, especially where crypto people are concerned. But to answer your question about sustainability, sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent. That's our play. We're going to have these prize pools. Players are going to come in, compete for these prize pools. It's not guaranteed that you're going to earn a prize, but that high competitive nature is what sells in video games. You see it in Call of Duty. You see it in League of Legends. You see it in Rocket League. You see it in RuneScape, Minecraft. Competition breeds more competition. And when you put money at the end of a competition, it breeds more players.
Did I hear it right? $55,000 prize pool for season 1 for the top 25% of the players?
Yes, so let me explain that a little bit deeper. You're going to have 3 leaderboards running concurrently. We're going to have a weekly leaderboard. So at the end of the week, the top 25% of players will split a $1,000 prize pool. The top 5% split $500, and then the 6% to 25th percentile split different amounts, but it all comes from that initial 1,000. That's every week during the season. You're also going to have a monthly prize pool of 3,000. So if you win every week in the month, you can still compete for the monthly as well. So you're going to compete for 1,000 assuming 4 weeks in a month, 4 times. And then at the end of the month, you're going to be competing for that $3,000 prize pool, assuming your MMR is high enough, which it should be if you won all 4 other weeks. And then the seasonal leaderboard is 10,000. And that's going to be the total 5-month period of the season. So you're going to have all of these leaderboards running back to back, and there's no limit to how many times you can win on each leaderboard.
Okay. Interesting. Understood. All right. So,
let me jump in there and clarify something about the sustainability factor too here. So, as Ovi said, the project is selling the NFTs, right, that we're producing, and so we're selling the NFTs for DXG. That DXG is coming back into the project-controlled wallets. That's part of how we're funding the reward system for the MMR leaderboards, because the reward system is all being paid out in DXG, right? So we use the term in-game currency. What is a currency? A currency is something that is used to trade for goods and services, right? It's something that's in circulated supply. It's something that you use, and then the person that you pay with that currency then uses that currency to pay somebody else. That's what GDP is, right? So people are buying these NFTs off of us. The DXG is coming back into project-controlled wallets. Those NFTs also have a 10% royalty automatically tacked onto them. So every time that they're bought and sold, following the initial sale from the project, 10% of that sale comes back to the project. We also have systems in place that is a complex topic, which I won't get too much into, but it's a process that we call request retrieve blockchain asset, which is something that's very specific to Hunter right now, but will exist in the other games. And people have to use DXG in order to make those requests to have assets off-chain sent to them. So all that DXG is coming back into the project, and that's how we're funding these prize pools, right? We're not just endlessly minting DXG and, again, going back to this whole supply and burning thing, right? We're using the DXG that's coming back into the project through the sale of the NFTs, through the royalties, and through the request to retrieve blockchain asset purchases. We're using that DXG to funnel back into all of the community, all of the holders' hands through the reward pools, through the prize pools, right? That's what an economic system is. Okay, it's not just producing something and handing it out to people, and then that destroys the value of it. It's a way to circulate that currency, right? That's what we're after here. We're after long-term sustainability. We're not having the DXG isn't coming. We're not selling the DXG. We're using it to put back into the system so that people who earn DXG through the reward pools can buy new NFTs that they can sell the DXG if they want to. They can swap it for Dexi on Dexi Swap. They can do whatever they want with it. They can hold it. But it's designed to be a economic system, a currency, a fluid currency in an economic system. I just wanted to clarify that.
All right, thank you for clarifying that to us, Greg. All right, so let's move on to I hope that you guys all have also taken the notes there so that you can also, the same kind of questions that you have in your head can also will be answered by what Greg and what Ovi has just said. And so let's move on to the next question coming from Hotdog Mafia X. So he or she asked, how will the Dixie Knights developer manage to maintain the health of the game and avoid any form of cheating among players?
If I catch anybody cheating, I'm going to come to your house. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, we're going to function like any other video game. If we see it, we're going to ban it. Luckily, through these player profiles in the login system, we have a way to track players specifically, and we can ban those profiles. We can take them out. I'm assuming in the future, we're going to end up putting some kind of reporting system inside the game. So if you as a player see somebody cheating, you can send us a message and say, hey, can you check this out for us? But in the meantime, everybody knows how to get a hold of me. I'm always active in the community, in the chats. If somebody sees something that looks weird or suspicious, send me a message. I'm happy to talk to anybody who has any problems. We'll investigate any issues. We'll investigate any accounts that seem suspicious or fishy. I'm not going to get really into the specifics about how we're going to catch cheaters, But we have systems in place to catch cheaters. So that's all I'm gonna say. We'll ban you pretty quick.
All right. So for those of you there who wanna cheat or do such things, they already
Think
have a
twice.
system for that, and you will be banned. So don't you guys do it. And for those
find
who
you.
want to, for those of you who are concerned with those kind of behaviors or those kinds of expectation, that will never happen because the developers or the Dexi protocol team are, they have a system in place, and that they will rest assured that nothing will happen, or if ever that is going to happen, they already have a solution for that. Okay, so let's move on to the next question coming from Wamba One. So his or her question is is there a chance to have an adventure mode in Dixie Nights, like make a world where we could do tasks and stuff and have NPCs? Will there be also items in the future like amulets, rings, etc. to enhance the character abilities like dexterity, crit, etc.? Lastly, will there be also skills to be added for the characters in Dixie Nights in the future?
So the type of game you just described, we like to consider what's called an RPG. It has those type of features: quests, NPCs, special collectibles, special inventory items. Dexi Nights is probably not going to go down that road, but I think we always had a vision for Legends of the Dexiverse to be similar to that, which is something that we're going to get to in the future. The reason that we didn't do it first is because an RPG, when you consider storyline and plot and quests and all that stuff, it takes a very long time to write. That has to be like mapped out completely because it's a very in-depth thing. You don't want somebody to play the game and be done with the game in an hour. You want to have enough content to really like catch somebody and keep them in the game for a very long time. You see like very famous titles, I think what just came out, Elden Ring, Skyrim, things like that. These games that they put 3,000 hours just into writing the storyline and the quest and stuff like that. Our intention with Dexi Nights, well, first of all, I've mentioned this a couple times, but Dexi Nights was never supposed to be a game. Greg sent me a picture of a marshmallow holding a sword and was like, hey, can we make a game out of this? And then I came up with Dexi Nights. So like everything else got built on the idea of a marshmallow with a sword in his hand. We built it in a really short amount of time, but the goal was to be able to have a really fun, competitive, sustainable game that would allow us to earn revenue to fund our future games. So to answer your question, that's coming. All that's coming. It's probably not going to be in Dexi Nights. It'll be in a future game, but it's definitely coming. It's something we want to do. I know Greg threw a shout out to Rob, who made the trailer that you guys saw. But Rob is constantly messaging me with ideas for RPG stuff. And I have to tell him, Dexi Nights is not an RPG. We'll use it in the next one. Dexi Nights is not an RPG. We'll use it in the next one. But he's sent me like books already of ideas for stuff that we're going to do. So just be patient. It's going to be in the future. You'll see it.
All right. So again, let's be patient because that is coming in another game for sure. So yeah. So let's move on to the next question, which is coming from question number 4. It's coming from Nix_G. So he or she said that will there be an NFT item drop in the game, or will there be, let me ask it again. So will there be an NFT item drop in the game? Could you please tell us more about the P2E mechanics of the game?
Okay, so we have several different areas of the play to earn. We have the non-blockchain play to earn. So you have these dungeons that you go through to kill enemies to level up your NFT weapon. If you don't have an NFT weapon, you're just enjoying the dungeons and killing enemies. At the end of these dungeons, we're going to be giving away different prizes. You go through the dungeon, you kill an enemy, you get 2 Dexi cash per enemies. Let's say one dungeon has 64 enemies. At the end of that dungeon, you earned 128 Dexi cash. When you kill the boss, a prize box pops up, and you have a chance to win double your Dexi cash, triple your Dexi cash, all the way up to 5 times your Dexi cash. Or you could win a non-blockchain asset. So you can win a weapon at the end of the dungeon. We're also going to have like cosmetics, player banners, things that go around the frame of your character when you're entering PvE, little icons that you can unlock, maybe specialty things that will follow your character around. We're thinking about adding some of the dragons from Dexi Dragons as like followers in Dexi Knights. So while you're fighting, you might have a little dragon flying around, and if the enemy has a dragon, they might start fighting. We're going to do all kinds of cool cross-inventory mechanics that are similar to that. Now, as for earning crypto and NFT prizes, those are going to come from the PvP competitions and those prize pools. So we wanted to separate them because our goal was to draw in both crypto people who are interested in gaming and gaming people who are interested in crypto. So we kind of split the avenues up a little bit. Now, that's not to say if you don't have a crypto wallet or you don't have any crypto assets, you can still play the PvP. Pre-season, we're going to have the PvP unlimited. People can play as much as they want. Now, if you make it onto the leaderboard pre-season and you did not have a wallet connected or NFT weapons or anything like that, but you did make it onto the leaderboard, obviously to pay you prizes, you're going to have to connect a wallet so that we can send you stuff. We can't send you anything if you don't have a wallet connected to your profile. If you don't have a wallet connected to your profile, then it'll probably just be skipped over on the leaderboard to go to the next person. When the actual season starts, we're going to lock the PvP, and the way that it's going to work is we're going to sell battle passes. We're going to have a regular battle pass, and we're going to have an ultimate battle pass. So I'm just going to go through the 3 stages. If I don't have a crypto wallet and I don't have a battle pass, I don't have any NFTs like that, I can still play the game. I can play all the dungeons. I can play endless mode. I can win Dexi Cash. I can also unlock other weapons that are Dexi Cash weapons, so non-blockchain weapons. And when we go into the season, if you don't have a battle pass, it will cost you 1,000 Dexi Cash to have a match of PvP. So you'll still be able to play the PvP. It's not as likely that you're going to end up on the leaderboard because you're going to have to spend a lot of Dexi Cash to get that many fights to go up in the leaderboard. If you have a normal battle pass, what we're going to do is you can play PvP for free once every 30 minutes. And then if you want to reset that timer and go back into PvP, it'll cost you something like 250 Dexi Cash. So if I have an NFT weapon, I can go into a dungeon like 1 time or 2 times and get 250 Dexi Cash. That's super easy. And then I can skip the timer and go back into PvP. If you buy the Ultimate Battle Pass, you can go into PvP as many times as you want, period. And that's also going to help us with the sustainability thing because through the Battle Pass sales, that all gets funded back into the prize pools. And just to touch on what the original question was, I think Greg said for the seasonal prize pools, we are going to throw in some specialty NFTs, I believe, right?
Yes, we are. And also I think as part of the kind of evolution of the game, we're going to be dropping some NFT assets as part of the boss kills, as part of the kind of interim play to earn mechanics. We'll have some NFTs in there. We're not doing that yet, but we're going to implement some things like that. Also doing kind of tournament styled stuff. There's going to be some NFT options, but earning NFTs directly inside of the game is not something that we're doing immediately. It is something that we want people to win the prize pools and win their Dexi gas. And if they want to use that Dexi gas that they've won from being part of the prize pools, then they can use that right on the marketplace, right on the Game Emporium, and buy their NFTs directly from the Game Emporium. Again, we want to create an economic system in which there's circulation of the currency.
Okay, noted. Noted on that. So let's move on to the next or to the last question, which is coming from Beige or Baggy. So his or her question is, what should we expect in the future of Dexi Nights?
That's a great question. I know immediately we're going to be launching our big update, which is going to have the new login system, the new Emporium profile system, and then PvP competitions are going to start as soon as that drops. I know we're already thinking about the holiday season that's coming right after the end of season 1. We're going to do some special holiday stuff, I think, in December, and then the next season will start. Some ideas that I've been playing with in the back of my head are maybe adding an extra game mode where you have different types of abilities. So you'll be able to stun your enemy or cast spells on your enemy or do specialty mechanical things that add a little bit more fun to the gameplay versus just attacking, blocking, and strategizing. I know right now I have our level designers working on some new arenas that we're going to be releasing, and these new arenas are going to have a bunch of different types of traps. I think I can give you a couple spoilers. There was like a graveyard, and if you run over some of the graves, like skeletons come out of the ground and grab you for a second, so your opponent can come get a few hits on you while you're stuck. There's like swinging pendulums, there's flamethrowers, there's traps that will launch you into the air or launch you off of the map. I know in our testing and stuff, we put a bunch of lava in some spots, and we put a bunch of like death traps in a couple areas, spikes and things like that. So I think one of the developers was beating me pretty bad the other day, and I knew I wasn't going to win. So I kind of like ran over to where the spikes were and tricked him into getting close to me and then smacked him off the map. And he was pretty upset with me. But like we built things like that into the game for a reason, because it adds more to the competitive strategy. And it's not just, click, 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 click as much as you can. You're going to have to be a little bit defensive. You're going to try and get those perfect blocks. If you block perfectly on time, it kind of like staggers your opponent, so they're open for a hit or two. Like there's definitely going to be different strategies, and I'm excited to see what the players come up with, because, the dev team is kind of small, so we've all been fighting each other. But I know that there's going to be some people who get really good at this game, and I might end up copying how they fight and stuff.
Yeah, I'm super
That's
excited
playing smart.
as well for the things. Yeah, just have to play smart. I guess I also have to play Dixie Nights as well, not just me but also my friends, and maybe I could also invite some. Yeah, so that we will have more fun. And also, I'm also super excited with what you just said, that it's not yet, it's just kind of like an idea or what you want to do with Dexi Nights, in which you want to add an extra game mode, wherein the players can have another or extra ability that, some kind of ability that kind of like what you just said is this, the stunning, those kind of things, that will add a little fun on the gameplay. I'm also super excited on that as well. Not just the new Emporium, the PvP competition as well. And I hope that I can also join that, and also the special holidays. So yeah. I guess that's
quick question real quick, or statement on Ovi may want to address. The game is available on itch, correct, Ovi? And if you download the app, you'll be able to get the update when he puts new versions. Ovi?
Yeah, for sure. That's something I always like to mention. Right now, we're hosted on itch.io, which is a popular platform for indie developers and games. If you download the itch.io application and then go into that application, set up an account, and you search Dexi Nights, you can install it from the app onto your PC, and then anytime we put out an update, it will automatically update the game for you instead of having to download the whole thing all over again. So it's a much better way to do it. I definitely recommend that for everybody.
All right. So I guess that's the last question for Dixie Nights. So let's proceed to the about about Dexia protocols and its product. And I think that is, Oliver is gonna ask Greg for that. Oliver.
Okay. Thank you, May. This this part of the AMA is all about Dexia protocol, and I think anyone from the team can answer. Not only just Greg. There's a question here from DEJ P21K21. I think he's asking, is there a way to delete a current Dexi wallet?
Is there a way to delete a current Dexi wallet?
Yes, I think he wants to create a new one and delete his old wallet.
I understand. So he might be asking about the conversion from Dexi Wallet 1 to Dexi Wallet 2. So, so the original Dexi Wallet, which is a mobile application that's on the App Store and Play Store, is currently being upgraded. So we have the web wallet now, and we actually do have the browser extension. We're just not letting people use it yet because we're checking some security features about it. And then once we have those things working the way that we want to, we're going to go ahead and launch the new mobile application on the App Store and Play Store. And at that point, you'll be able to convert your old Dexi wallet into the new Dexi wallet. You can always import your Dexi wallet into any other major wallet that you can import a seed phrase or a private key. Either one of those things you can import to Trust Wallet or to MetaMask, or you can import it to the new Dexi wallet. So you don't really need to delete your old wallet if you don't want to. But if you plan on deleting it in the sense of never having access to it again, it may be a good idea to actually transfer your tokens from one wallet to another one. You will have to pay the transaction tax to do that, but that's something that you'll have to decide whether or not you want to do. Anytime that you have crypto on an existing wallet and you take that private key or you take that seed phrase and you use it on another wallet, they still exist in both places. So if you have concerns about the security of the wallet that you're currently using, definitely you want to transfer your tokens to a new wallet with a new seed phrase, new wallet address, new private key, and to protect your crypto assets. Anytime that you're concerned about the security of your wallet, you want to go ahead and move your crypto out of that wallet and into a different wallet. You can create a new wallet on Dexi Wallet. Again, if you're concerned about the security, you may want to go ahead and move those things and delete and start all over again with a whole new passphrase. I think Coach Miranda was backing up here on that.
Okay, I think that answers your question, DJ. You can convert it from wallet to wallet, Dexi Wallet 1 to Dexi Wallet 2. Okay, also from JZZ08, tell us more about the Dexia protocol smart contract. I mean, he's asking, I think, how does it work? This protocol, smart contract.
So first of all, DEXIOPROTOCOL has a lot of smart contracts. Okay, so a smart contract is just a program that is operating on the blockchain, right? That's all a smart contract is. So the smart contract for Dexi operates one way. The smart contract for Dexi Gas operates another way. The smart contract for the Dexi Marketplace has its own smart contract. There's smart contracts on the wallet and staking contracts. So again, a smart contract is just a program that operates on the blockchain, and we have tons of them. So I'm not exactly sure what the question is specifically about, but if you want to review anything about a smart contract that is on any public blockchain, which all of our smart contracts for all of our products are on the Binance Smart Chain currently, you can go to the Binance Smart Chain and you can actually look at that contract. It's all publicly available because, again, the smart contract is a program that lives on the blockchain. I hope that answered that question.
Okay, and also you can follow Dexia Protocol on YouTube. I think I believe there is an infographic there about their smart contracts. Okay, next question from DSG Lab. Now that the trend is for crypto is move to earn Do you think we have upcoming projects such as like this move to earn projects?
Yeah, so as we talked about at the beginning of this, we have a number of different gaming applications that we're launching actually here like right now. So Dexi Nights, which is we've spent a lot of time talking about today because that's going into its full, again, PvP, P2E, MMR mechanics, is a desktop game, is a PC game. So obviously not a move to earn game unless you're pacing while you're playing. I'm not exactly sure how you would move to earn. Maybe get like a treadmill and a laptop. But so that's not a move to earn game. But Dexi Hunter, which is our flagship augmented reality application, which again, for lack of a better description, is often described as Pokemon Go for crypto. You have augmented reality objects which you walk around and collect. That is actually a play to earn game, but it is a move to earn game also. A feature that we are implementing into that game is we are tracking the number of kilometers that people are walking while they're playing, okay? And the kilometers that people are walking is directly affecting the Dexi badges, which are NFTs that people will be required to have as part of the full version of Dexi Hunter in order to not collect assets, but retrieve blockchain assets. So they will. So the more you walk around, the more valuable and the more useful those badges will become. So that's move to earn. And there's also learn to earn, right? So there's something called Carrot that's out there right now, which is kind of a learn to earn thing. But so we've got play to earn, which is a kind of broader category, move to earn, which there's been some wildly popular things recently that have come out with that. Dexi Hunter is definitely that. Dexi Nights is definitely a play to earn game, but we also have learn to earn, which is the implementation of information that you need to consume, that you need to understand in order to move further along in the Dexi Hunter application. So more about that is going to be coming out as we get Hunter further out into the general public. But again, we're thinking about all these things also, and we definitely like the move to earn movement. And I think there's a lot of potential to do other things in our mobile applications that allow for move to earn. Right now at this stage, it's about hooking into the health tracker in the iOS app or different health trackers that are in Android applications, and basically tracking walking. But there's a lot of other things that can be done. And actually, there's a lot of really cool applications that are out there right now. I think the step bets and all kinds of stuff that people are doing. So there's a lot of opportunity for move to earn, and we're definitely excited about that, and we're going to capitalize on that phenomenon.
Okay, so watch out for that, guys. Dexi Hunter is move to earn mechanics, just like Ovi said, it's like Pokemon Go. And next question from Crypto J. Will there be a yielding or scholarship mechanics for investors and players?
Right now, we don't have anything like that. We understand that that's been a very popular thing with especially Axie Infinity, and there's been some other projects that have been trying to do that. Right now, to be totally honest, we aren't really thinking too much about that. As we grow and that possibility presents itself a little bit more for us, I think it's something that we're going to explore a little bit more and definitely talk to our friends in the Philippines and other places that have had a lot of experience with that. But right now, we don't have anything implemented like that.
Okay, so just follow DEXIOPROTOCOL in their Twitter account so you can know more about this if there's an upcoming project. And also last question from Crypto J. What are the plans for this year that really excites you and that we should keep an eye for?
Well, I think the thing that probably we're most excited, so we're excited about a lot of things. We're doing a lot of things. We've been accused of trying to do too much. As Obi and I have talked about before, I don't know what that means. People who say you're trying to do too much are people who are not challenging themselves. So there's a famous quote from one of the founders of Intel that said, if you find that you're succeeding at everything that you're doing, then you're not challenging yourself. So we have set very high goals and we've set very ambitious goals. And, we intend to achieve all of those goals, and we're gonna fight our way to making sure that we do that. So we're excited about a lot of things that we're doing. We have 4 games that are coming out over the course of the next 2 months. So Dexi Nights has been out in beta, obviously, again, being upgraded to its full PvP, P2E, MMR mechanics. We're very excited about that. That's happening, in the next 12, 18 hours, however long that's going to be, until we get to that point. There's the Dexi Hunter application, which we've been talking about. That's going into its 5-city beta. That starts tomorrow. We've already put out the APK file for our Android users in the beta cities to download, and we're getting ready to get the public test flight beta link out for people. Also, we're having a little issue with iOS, but we can connect people through their email address to test flight without the public beta, but without the public beta key. But anyways, so we have those 2 games. We have Dexi Dragons, which Obi had already mentioned, which is a mobile application, which is kind of a Pokemon Go type battle game. Again, we keep talking about Pokemon Go. Niantic's going to come after us. But I think we use that a lot because it's something people are familiar with, right? But we're doing our own thing, our own original stuff with that. And then we have another game that Obi talked about, which is Dexi Carnival, which again is like a bunch of mini games that you might find at a carnival or fair or at a boardwalk or something. So what are we most excited about? We're most excited about getting our economic system out there, getting all of our products out there. We already have the Dexi Marketplace. We have the DXG Game Emporium. We have the wallet, which is something that we're continuing to improve and build upon. We have the swap. We have a lot of products, right? We're building an ecosystem where new people, right? The whole idea of DEXIOPROTOCOL is bringing new people into crypto. New people who don't really know anything about crypto can be excited about the games that we are presenting, that we're providing for them, the very fun, interactive, high-quality games that they can play, and they can do that with or without a crypto wallet, okay? But they're going to play those games. They're going to want to learn how to use the crypto that is also a part of the ecosystems that they're playing those games in. So we're most excited about bringing more people into crypto. We're most excited about adoption. That's what this is about. We're about adoption. We want to bring more people into the NFT space. We want to see more artists come into the NFT space, more creators coming in. We want to see more enthusiasts coming in. We want to see more people who want to support enthusiasts, support creators, right? We want to grow the entire space, and not just our ecosystem, not just our project. We want to grow everything. We're partnering with Bank Social already to do. They're partnering with us in kind of a light way right now with Dexi Hunter. But we plan on partnering with as many projects as we can. We're talking to a bunch of people. We're partnering with Strike, on their wallet. So the space is ripe and ready for collaboration between projects that are doing utility-based concepts that are interested in working together to grow adoption. That's what we're most excited about. I think I speak for the entire team when I say that. And we hired a team of game developers who didn't know anything about crypto because we wanted to make great games, not because we didn't want to make crypto games. We wanted to make great games and then implement crypto mechanics into that. And all of our game developers have become very excited about the crypto space in a lot of ways. I think I'm speaking for Obi now, but and his team, and he can address that himself. But that's part of our whole mission, is that a lot of self-identified gamers, a lot of game enthusiasts are not playing blockchain-based games. They're not playing NFT games. Why is that? I don't know. Maybe because there's, negative connotation with it. Maybe because they don't understand it. Maybe because they just, I don't know, have something against it for whatever reason. But when you actually give them a game that they can play that is fun, and then you present the blockchain portion of that, they get excited about blockchain, because who wouldn't get excited about awesome technology that improves our lives, that makes things more efficient, that solves problems for us in our lives, which is what blockchain does for all of us. So I'm excited about that. I think our whole team is excited about that. I know that I've had many conversations with Coach Miranda. He's also excited about that. He's trying to do a lot of the education side of making sure that people understand what they're doing with their investments, which is also very, very, very important. So I think that's what we're excited about. We're excited about adoption. We're excited about bringing more people in.
One thing I want to touch on that I don't think we mentioned in today's call is a big ambition of mine, and this goes back to sustainability as well, is how cool would it be you have our $55,000 prize pool for the season, but season 2, we get other crypto coins who say, hey, you know what? We do airdrops all the time, but airdrops are kind of corny. So we're going to sponsor, $5,000 worth of your monthly prize pool this month, or your seasonal prize pool. We get other coins involved in sponsoring the prize pool, and that will bring us new players through their communities, as well as earn them new holders from our community if they do win those coins. There's a lot of potential in this system in the way that we intend to grow. And it's really only limited by our ambition.
Okay, thank you for that, Greg and Obi. It's the last question. Let me see if we have phone-in questions, May.
Yeah, so we are opening our chats for questions. Kindly send your questions in the chat so our guests can answer them, and I will also find some questions that are already been dropped in the chat.
This goes. There's a question goes for Coach Miranda Minor from Jella. So, question goes now: what can you advise for those people who feels like giving up on trading due to their massive losses?
That's interesting. So find the data why, I mean, surround yourself with facts. Why are you losing? Check your journal. Understand what trading styles are you losing, what intervals are you losing, what setups are you losing at. Are you trading through scalping, intraday trades? Are you doing position trades, swing trades? You need to surround yourself with data when you decide on your on losses, right? Because purely deciding on gut feel and emotion isn't necessarily reliable, right? You need to understand that and be aware, Be aware of your trades. There is this book that I've recommended for my community by the Art of War by Sun Tzu. He said that awareness, can make you win hundreds of battles. If you know your weakness and your enemy's weakness, it could make you win hundreds of battles. And knowing yourself in trading, and even on in anything that we do, will make us understand and make us do informed decisions. So thanks for that question, Jella.
Okay. From Dej, it says, I did not save my seed phrase because I just tried to see how it works. So this, I think, a newbie question. But it turns out I cannot delete the created wallet. So is there a way to create a new one?
Greg, this is the one about earlier about the wallet. Basically, he didn't save a seed phrase because he was just creating it to see. But I believe if you use the web version, can't he just create a second wallet?
He can create a new wallet, but if he doesn't have a seed phrase from his old wallet and he deleted it, then no one can get it.
Correct. As far as I think, he doesn't have anything in it. He just wants it to do one so that he does have.
Oh, he just wants to create a new wallet. Okay, it's not that he lost anything. Yeah, he can create as many wallets as he wants to. You can create thousands of wallets if you feel like it. I wouldn't do that because it might get really confusing. But
And always write down your seed phrase.
yes, and always
Learn that one the hard way.
You have a passphrase on top of a seed phrase. Also write down your passphrase. On like a piece of paper, not in your computer, not on your phone, and then hide it somewhere that nobody knows it. And I jokingly say this to people, but like I kind of halfway mean it. Like, don't ever give your seed phrase to anybody. Like, don't give it to your mother. Don't give it to anybody. Nobody needs to have your seed phrase. It just, there's no reason why you want to put added risk on that seed phrase potentially getting in the wrong person's hand.
Okay, that's good advice from Greg. For me, I wrote my seed phrase here at this book. So I will tell it's the secret. Okay, let's proceed to the next question, May.
I have there's a question from Jella Cortez here. I think that she wants to ask OV. So her question is, just wanted to ask if Dixie Nights would have like an arena gameplay option.
So actually, I can show you. We have 3 different play versions. We have the dungeon mode where you run through dungeons and kill things. We have endless mode where you... Does this freeze? I don't know. We'll find out. We have endless mode where you can actually go into smaller arenas and just fight kind of waves of bosses. And then we have the PvP mode. So if you look at the endless mode, if you're thinking smaller arenas where you just want to go in and test your weapons, you end up in something like this. I don't know if you guys are able to see that, but you end up in a smaller arena. So where you don't have to run through an entire dungeon, and then it's just spawning enemies in waves, and you try and survive as long as you can. So yeah, there's 3 different game modes with arenas and big dungeons and small dungeons and big arenas, small arenas. You'll see it all as soon as the update gets put up.
Okay, very interesting. I also saw there's a dodge concept, right?
Yeah, so you have like an evade, and there's actually a timer on it, so you can't spam it. So when you're PvPing with somebody else and you see that they're about to hit you, you can block or you can kind of roll out of the way. And then it takes, I think, like 2 seconds before you can evade again, so that you can't just constantly be dipping and dodging. So you kind of have to be strategic in how you use it. Everybody that I've tested the PvP with so far kind of fights differently, but it's a lot of fun figuring out your opponent and figuring out like how to trick them into, beating them up. I'm really excited to see how the combat evolves when it's not just like a small group of people playing it. You know how games end up with certain metas and certain some weapons are going to be the favorites or some tactics are going to be the favorites. You'll have players who are very like in your face and want to hit you nonstop, and then you'll have players that are a little bit more tactical in trying to guide you to certain areas to punish you later. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I hope you guys all try it.
And also another question from Bagay. For the Dexio team, can anyone talk about the Dexio protocol engaging to Metaverse?
I don't think that Dexi is going to have any association with Metaverse. I don't think that Metaverse itself is sustainable. That's just my opinion. Sorry if anybody disagrees with that. But a lot of the issues that I'm seeing as a developer from the developer side is people taking assets and putting them up on the Metaverse that were not originally theirs. So people are taking assets made for games, and maybe I go to the asset store and I purchase a 3D model for $10, and then I put it on the Metaverse. Well, now it's kind of like stealing music was back in the day. People are just taking and reselling or doing whatever. It's really like bad, kind of what's going on with the Metaverse and how they're not regulating what gets uploaded to the Metaverse. I don't think we're going to have any type of association with that, because it's not, obviously somebody would have a hard time suing Facebook But suing a smaller company for stealing an asset or something like that is a lot more doable, and we don't really want any of those problems.
Yeah, and to Obi's point, like the metaverse, like DeFi, I think is a term that is used in a. I think people use the term DeFi and they don't really know what they're talking about. It's a sort of a general term that's used to mean anything financial having to do with crypto. That's not what DeFi is. DeFi means decentralized finance, right? Metaverse is a term that I think people throw out there a lot, and then it has like a lot of different meanings and connotations. So one of the things that we are implementing into Dexi Hunter is something that we call the Dexi zones, which is in some ways is going to have kind of metaverse functionality in it, in the sense that there'll be areas, real estate essentially, that people are going to be able to interact with, purchase, that exists within augmented reality, but it's not the same thing as I think what is happening in the metaverse, the kind of metaverse space. And again, to Obi's point, we're interested in long-term sustainability and the viability and and adoption part of. We're looking at mass adoption, and we're looking at the sustainability and viability of that. And we want to make sure that we're interacting in aspects of the space that are sustainable and viable, right? That's what we're after. So metaverse, let's see where it goes.
Okay, so thank you for that answer, Greg. So we're heading to the last part of our AMA, and thank you guys for your answering and giving us the best insight that a player or crypto enthusiast, a player, crypto fanatic can ever had. In this portion, I will show one of your promotions to your Dexi Nights. Okay. Let me just share my screen. So, here, can you see it? So, Greg, Obi, and Warvet, can you invite the people and all of the players upon joining this play and win challenge on Dexi Nights? I think I'm having a technical problem.
Yeah, it's pretty trippy though. Cool.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can. Yep.
Okay.
So
okay, see it. Greg. Go on, Greg. Go on. Can you invite people on this challenge, play and win challenge?
Oh yeah, Derek. Hey, Derek. Are you? I thought you were talking about this. No.
I think he wants either you or Ovi to talk about what we're inviting people to in that Dexi Nights challenge, but I'm not recognizing where it's coming from.
Yeah, I haven't seen this before. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I thought that this was actually the prize pool for the meme challenge. So that's why I was like, wait, I'm not sure that I know. Yeah, so we have a meme challenge going. And the prize pool for the meme challenge is $200 worth of Dexi gas, and plus $125 worth of Dexi cash. So it's a meme challenge that we've put out there to try to kind of get some humor involved, I think, in this whole process. But that's the prize pool for that. I'm not sure why it says Battle of Dexi Nights. That's why I'm.
Yeah, this is separate from Dexi Nights.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. So sorry. Yeah.
The best way is to get people to go over to the Dexi Nights Game Center in Telegram, and Ovi's got the. If I'm pretty sure it's over there, and it's also on Twitter. They have the challenges. I don't believe the one you're sharing there is the one from Ovi and Greg.
I think
see.
that this one that we share on the screen is actually the one that we want to promote, the Dexi Nights gameplay contest. I believe that once the full release of Dexi Nights tomorrow in our time is, we're gonna have this gameplay contest in which the players can have the chance to record their screen while playing the game and then upload it to their Facebook account and tag us, the Dexio Pilipinas account and also the DEXIOPROTOCOL account, so that the full mechanics will be shown in the poster. We will also upload this. We will definitely upload this contest in Facebook and Twitter as well, so that more and more people can also join this contest. So once they have uploaded it, the gist here is that the top 5 participants with the most engagement wins. That's just what this play and win challenge means, I think.
Oh, okay. I see what happened here. So this was a
Yeah.
separate thing. We want you guys to
Yes,
download and play Dexi
definitely.
Nights. You're going to follow Dexio Filipinas and Dexio Protocol Facebook and Twitter page. You must be a member of the Dexio Filipina and Dexi Nights Telegram group. We're asking that you record your screen or stream while playing and reviewing Dexi Nights for at least 10 minutes. Upload it to Facebook with a hashtag Dexio Revolution, hashtag Dexi Nights, hashtag Battle of Dexi Nights, and tag Dexio Filipinas and Dexio Protocol. Whoever has the most engagements, so whoever gets the most likes, reacts, comments, and shares, ends up on the winning top 5.
Can I join this, guys?
Absolutely.
Of course, Coach.
All right, I'm gunning for the first one.
No, Coach, you're not allowed. No. Just you, though. Everybody else is allowed. You have to do high frequency trading. Okay, that's it.
I'll do everything that I can to have as many likes as. I'm just kidding.
Hey, actually, no. Wait a minute, Coach. Are you going to be at Consensus in June in Austin?
I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there. Are you guys dropping some
Okay, well-
NFTs there?
Yeah, we're going to drop tons of bounties there, and we're going to kind of do an Austin, Texas takeover with Dexi Hunter. But yeah, 7 of us from the team will be there together. I think there's going to be some other people there too. So, and
Get
I'm excited
ready.
for us to hang out in real life.
Yeah. Get ready too, because I'm going live in my platforms. I'll cover you guys for sure. So it's a big place, but definitely I could find. I know how to find you.
You'll see us all with our phones trying to catch bounties. We'll be, so that'll be cool. Sorry, I was confused about what this prize pool was, so thanks for clarifying that, Ellie.
Okay,
I was
thank you,
confused too until I read it.
Okay, guys, watch out for this play and win challenge. Also, we have the corresponding winners for those people who engaged in the questioning in this AMA. Let me announce this winner, a winner of a Dexio Protocol T-shirt.
Hey, Oliver, I'm still. There you go. Okay, I think we're still seeing the old screen there, but this one is okay now. Thank you.
Okay, so ask and win winners. So congratulations to these people: Cap Sombrero, DEJ P21K21, Half Dog Mafia X, JZC08, Nix G, Fit and Be Perfect, Injol Mido, at Marianne, and DXG Lab, and Wamba1 and Baggy. So you all won a Dexio Protocol T-shirt. Woo!
Nice.
Congrats
So,
to me.
thank you and congratulations.
Congratulations to the winners.
I don't even have a Dexio Protocol T-shirt.
Okay.
I don't either. Roxy was supposed to send us all one, and she kept them all in the Philippines.
No, man. Because we realized it was crazy to try to send them all over the place. So she was supposed to send them all to me, and I was like, just keep them there. We'll make other ones. So I'm happy.
Okay. Let me stop my sharing.
Sorry about
that, Okay. First of all, thank you guys for this AMA. We only talk to you, Coach Miranda Minor. Let's start with Coach Miranda Minor. Coach, why don't you invite our viewers in the Telegram for Dexio Protocol? Tell us about the university and our live, our social media platforms.
No, I just wanted to take this chance to say thank you to Dexio Protocol, leadership team, Greg, to everyone else in this very good AMA with Warvet and with OV. I know the time zone difference. I'm sure this is the only thing in between you and your bed and your sleep. So thank you again and allowing us to kind of get to hear more about the game and the infrastructure, etc. Thank you very much. I would just like to say that this is recorded in my channel, so anyone wants to have a review of the answers, the video is in YouTube today. It's gonna be completed as we end the show. It could be played again or on a recording. I would like to say thank you to my viewers in YouTube today. To Dean, Doc Dean, thank you. Higher High, Stephanie, Jasper, Acid Void, Renalyn. There's so much of you guys. Thank you for watching, and also in Facebook. So, I wish Dexio all the best. I've never met such a wonderful and hardworking bunch of folks until today, and kudos to you guys. And I cannot wait to kind of do some move and earn thing here in Manila. As I was asking the team, kind of pass to me the APKs in Android, and I look forward to doing that. And again, thank you very much, and I wish you guys good night. Warvet or OV, if you have anything question about the future, let me know, because it's already Tuesday here in Manila. In case you wanna ask me what's going to happen, okay? But thank you again, guys.
Thank
How
you.
about the Greg or Obi and Warbet? Any final message or anything you like to tell our viewers and the
Yeah,
Telegram?
play Dexi Nights. I'll see you out there. You're all gonna die. No mercy. I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for any of you. I spent 4 months making this game. I'm gonna kill anybody I see. That's just what's going on.
And do not cheat. Do not cheat.
Yeah, don't cheat either. We'll find you.
Yeah.
There was a couple of NFT questions that were scrolling up in there. I just wanted to let you know, anybody that has how to get created or how to get started in the NFTs, please let me know. If you're interested in doing the weapons or armor design, then you've got to talk to Ovi or Greg or somebody else. But the NFT side, the art side of things, you come to me and I'll be glad to walk you through that. If they just kind of wanted to know like how to get started and stuff like that, so direct message me to any of those that have that question.
Making
How about,
NFT easier than you might think it is. It actually it's not I don't want to say it's, but minting an NFT is actually a pretty easy thing to do. Making the right NFT and making collections, that takes skill and talent. But just minting it, just takes a little BNB and click a button.
How about you, Nico? Anything to say about our NFT, the Raccoon Miranda Minor?
Hi, please follow us on Twitter also and visit our OpenSea account. There's still a limited edition of our Millionaire Raccoons and created by a new artist. So please support us. Please check it out and see you in our Fireside Monthly for NFT holders. We have a exclusive community for raccoon holders. That's it. And let's conquer the dungeons in Dexi Nights. I actually beat one. The first dungeon. I beat the first dungeon.
I heard you're passing.
And
I heard you're bypassing the regular monsters. You're going to the boss directly, huh?
Actually, their HP is too high and their damage is too high, so I tried to skip them and beat the final boss, the big guy in the throne room, the one rolling in.
Interesting.
There's guardians like with wings and sword. Then the final boss is like a big dwarf, giant dwarf that was in the throne room.
I'm glad you had fun.
It's fun, yes.
And lastly, for Greg. Greg,
I just want to thank everybody for being here. I know that it's hard for us all to get together because we're so all over the world. That's kind of the ongoing problem with crypto, right? Crypto never sleeps, so neither do we. But I appreciate Obi and Derek for being here with me for my team, and all of you guys, Coach Miranda, everybody here. You guys, thank you so much. For doing this, Oliver and Maya for hosting it, and obviously Nico for being here too. You guys, thank you so much for including us. And again, it's all about collaboration. It's all about finding good people to connect with. I think we found a good partnership with Coach Miranda and all of his people and our friends in the Philippines. And a big thanks to Roxy, as always, who's not on the AMA because she likes to hide from the spotlight. But she's lovely and wonderful, and we appreciate her helping facilitate putting all this together. So.
okay, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you once again. I am Oliver, your host. And our co-host is May. See you around, guys, and watch out for Dexi Nights. And DEXIOPROTOCOL, follow them on their social media accounts. Coach Miranda Minor, follow him on the social media accounts. And great AMA. Good night, guys. And we will see you in the battlefield. We will see you in the arena.
See you in the arena.
See
All right,
you.
good night,
Nice.
guys.
Good job,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that is it for our live today. Let me just see my screen. Greetings to the 49 viewers. Let me just look at all of you guys. I would just like to greet all of you, no? So let's greet all of you. There you go. There you go. All right. Bagay na ba? Kailangan ko na talaga magsalamin eh. Talagang nakikita niyo pikit-pikit na ako, 'di ba? Sakat na ng mata ko. All right, but thank you again, no? Stephanie, I was not able to ask your questions. But it looks like the game is fun, no? According to Nico, nalaro niya na yung game, no? I would like to say thank you to everyone. Guys, meron pa tayong live, no? We still have a live at Kryptong Talong, how are you? Kumusta ka na? Namiss na kita. First time kita nakita ulit, no? Alan, kamusta? Kamusta kayo, guys? Client, hello. Joyce, how are you guys? Yan. Hi, how's everyone? Thank you, Kate. Thanks for being here. Mamaya meron tayong live. Abangan nyo, mamaya mga gabi. No, we'll be doing our live. Kahapon nag-live tayo with the members. Nagbigay ako ng watch list. No? Nagbigay ako ng watch list. At sana nagawa nyo yun. Kasi yung binigay kong watch list, nagtaasan lahat eh. Nagtaasan lahat to. XRP tumaas. Axie tumaas. Mana tumaas. ADA tumaas. ADA from 0.77 kahapon, tumaas ng 0.79. Si Mana from 1.44, pumalo ng 1.52. Si XRP from 0.60, naging 0.62. Si Axie from 29.87, naging 30.21. So, ang daming tumaas kahapon sa watchlist. So, congratulations to all of you, no? Si ApeCoin, no? Sabi natin short kung magbababa pa, pero mukhang nag-bounce si ApeCoin eh. Bottom play sana si ApeCoin, no? Maganda yung watchlist natin kahapon. Sana nakuha niyo yun. Okay? Hoy, Alan, kamusta? And then, Acid Boy tomorrow. Tomorrow yung Hunter. Pero download ko muna ng APK sa Android, no? And looking forward to see you there. And then if you have any questions sa sama ka na rin sa Telegram ni Dexio. Doon yung mga developers nila. Sobrang helpful naman nila eh. Oo. Huy, Serious G, kamusta? Bullet, kamusta Khalid? Kamusta ka na? Okay. Yon. So, congratulations to all of the listeners kahapon sa live natin sa mga members, no? Grabe. Namumutik-tik ng berde yung port natin. Alright. Sige na guys. I love you. Uy, bigla kayong dumami yung katanyo ko. Tag 55 agad. Okay. Usap tayo mamaya. Iwababa ko muna itong live natin. This is actually a live for the developers of Dexi. I'm also available there in Facebook. And I will see you guys tonight. Okay? Enjoy your holidays. It's holiday today. Kain kayo ng mabuti. Enjoy kayo. Kape-kape kayo dyan. And I will see you tonight. Pahinga muna kayo. Papahinga muna ako ng konti. Kakain muna ako ng lunch. And I will see you guys on my live tonight. Alright? Maraming salamat. And I'm happy to see yung mga friends natin dito. No? I'm happy to see all of you guys. Oy, Jos Mabalos po. Acid Boy. I'm happy to see familiar faces and folks here. Kryptong Talong, thank you. Jovet, lahat ng mga members natin. Doc Dean, Higher High, salamat. Stephanie Rogers, of course. Jasper, Renalyn, Anthony, Elong Match, Lester, JP, Edwin, Karel, ang dami. Dami nyo. So maraming salamat sa inyo ha. And God bless all of you. Sino pa ba? Muningning, Pseudo Robotics, Charles, thank you so much. Eds913, Higher High, Ken, Harvey, Trods, Javet, Manex, Ray, Dio16, Castor Troy, Karel, maraming salamat. I don't think I missed anyone here. Okay? Maraming salamat guys.